First, my story has no title, just a subtitle. The Plastic Baseball Bat. It was 1965, a very bad year for me. At age 14, I had to deal with junior high, and now my grammar school friends were, quote-unquote, thinning out. I was left a lot more to my own devices, and I was way more exposed to the elements, and my quote-unquote shortcomings were more visible to the enemy. The enemy was any kid or teacher who hated Jews or kids with big ears, bow legs, buck teeth, one lazy eye, and girl hands. And if that wasn't enough at school, I was one of 3 out of 300 who liked Elvis. What's a guy to do? I had a tough enough time at home too, where at age 5 I was told I was loved as much as my older brother, my only brother, but to expect if we both wanted a baseball bat or a bike, don't be surprised if only Stevie gets the commodity. Talking baseball, 1965 for me was horrible, and that the Yankees were horrible, finishing in the second division, and my sports hero Mickey Mantle's 460-foot home runs were coming at much wider intervals. Talking bats, wiffle ball bats, one lifted me though to respectability. More than that, actual prominence when Mr. DeJour, the gym teacher, watched me smoke a line drive off the wall and pointed right at me. The best hitter in the class. Now that happened on a Friday. The threshold to joy. Saturday afternoon and night, hanging out with my friends, just reliving that moment on Friday and watching women's wrestling on Channel 11 in New York. My first step to being me. I accepted my second-class status with my family. I did feel their love after all, but I knew forever that weekend it was me. It was me. It was transformational. That's me, the funniest kid in school, fleet of foot, great reflexes, great vocabulary, humble. And I could swing a bat, and I was a leg man. The fabulous Moolah's scissor locks got me every time. You're the lady wrestler. Okay. Now at age 68, with prostate cancer conquered, I am fully confident in my viewpoints, ability to move and inspire individuals and groups through writing and singing and instrumentalizing. I keep my weight down, and with nice backlighting, my self-esteem is up too. Self-esteem for men has been changed drastically in our culture. Parents, don't mess with that. If you convince your kid he's not at the level of other kids simply by birth, that kid can't shake that off. He reaches out for balance. On the one hand, obsessive hobbies, and on the other hand, he becomes that off-kilter identity. It's easier to be a me than me's. It will affect all future interactions, recreation, schooling, relationships. When someone tells you they love you, you don't believe it, and you take flight. Don't let anyone, even your angelic mother and father, well-meaning as they are, annihilate your me. Might take 60 years to put the pieces back together. Look at me. From mess to masterpiece, sporadically. But I accept it, and I work towards being I am me first, every day. Thank you.